All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1195 on this beautiful Wednesday evening. It is great to be here on this beautiful day because tonight we are going to have that free 30 minutes of study or less. We're going to go through 6 questions, Brandi, right? In a row, you call it? 6 in a row? Why do you call it 6 in a row?
Because it's 6 in a row.
So beautifully done, Brandi.
6 in a row.
So beautifully done. 6 questions that she did from McHugh Bank. She didn't cherry pick. She didn't do them any other way. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's cool about it, you get to see how fast she actually goes through 6. A lot of people say our process takes too long. They say that it takes too long to go through the question. You can't do a quiz or you can't do an exam that way because there's just not enough time. We are actually going to say, nay, you can. And actually, you can go faster than you think. And actually, you can get through these exams with a much higher score because you actually have a process in which to go through the questions. You're not doing the same old question, then answer, try to recall content, and then get through it that way, type of way that most people do. Actually, it's a whole process of observing. We'll go through it. And if you want to know more, we're going to have an amazing power hour tomorrow for our members, a Q&A, where you can ask all these questions, where you're like, Brandi, but wait, how do you do this? We're going to do that for members tomorrow. And then we even have on Friday, we have another amazing new thing. But first, who am I? I am the guy that answers all the back office, does all the back office in the background, does back office people do. Right? That's why it's back office. It's in the background. But you're not here for me what goes on in the background. You're here what's in the foreground, which is Brandi. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can answer 6 in a row and probably in 2 minutes or less. Did I say that? Yeah. How long does it take you to go through 85 questions, Brandi?
I think my best time was 12.
12 minutes, 85 questions. Do you want to know how to do that? What was your score?
96.
96.
8.
We're going to show you a little taste of that tonight. All right. So much can be said about being consistent. We were just talking about this the other day. Consistency. Consistency. That's my message for tonight. Keep it simple. Consistency. Anything else you want to add? No.
Consistency wins the game.
Consistency. I don't know what else I could say. I know some people tune me out. They tune out Brandi. They don't listen to anything we say in the beginning. They see it as a commercial. They see it as something not valuable. But if you want to know one thing that I know, if you want to get this stuff done, you have to be consistent. There's people that I know that have been studying for an exam for way too long. Way longer than I just said that. Way too long. Way too long. Why? The old famous start and stop. They start. They stop. They start. They stop. Have you ever watched a TV show or like one of those series and you were into it and this obviously before you were studying, right? Because you wouldn't do that right now because you're trying to study. But you go through the series and you're like 6 in and then you go, this is pretty good. And then you get distracted by life. And then you're like one day you rediscover that you were watching that show and you're like, ooh, I should go back to it. And then you realize you don't remember anything or why you even liked it or where it was all the plot and you don't even know who the characters are anymore. And then what do you have to do? Start over. And then what happens when you then you realize, you know what? I don't know if I really want to start over. I don't know if I want to really begin again. That was already 6 hours invested of my time. I don't know if I want to put another 6 in. Unlike, well, like just that with that binge experience, you do that with your studying. You go 6 months in, 6 weeks in, 6 days in, it doesn't matter. And then you stop before you even finish the job. And then you go start again, and then you realize, I don't know if I want to go back to all that. And then it becomes a task. Then it becomes, oh my goodness, this is overwhelming. Oh, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just going to schedule it for next week. I'm going to cram everything I can in this week, and then I'm just going to give it the old college try, as they used to say. But I know I'm going to fail. That's okay. I'm going to go for the experience. Does that sound like a winning recipe? Does that sound like a way to really get this thing done? Now, some of you might be like, Andy, but that's how I work. I love pressure. I love pressure. You can get it done in a week. It has been done. But like I've always said, it's like basketball and shooting a ball from one side of the court to the other. Can you make it? Yes. Is the percentage in your favor? Not necessarily. We want the percentage to be in your favor. We want you to get through it. We want you to learn a process. We want you to make the process easy. We want you to make going through these exams a lot easier and less taskful. The best way to do it is just keep consistent, stop the start stop, and just stay with it, even if it's an hour to 2 hours a day. Even if it's hour to 2 hours a day. You ever heard of anybody trying to get in shape and what do they say? Just 15 minutes a day. Don't make it hard. Just do 15 minutes a day. Whether it's walking, whether it's running, whatever it is, just do 15 minutes. Right? Just do 15 minutes. Don't go crazy. Just do 15 minutes and watch what happens. It's the same thing I am challenging you. Maybe not 15 minutes, but give it an hour to 2 hours every day. And you'll be surprised how much you have advanced, how much it's getting easier and better, and you're starting to get a routine, and then it becomes part of your day. It just becomes something what you do, and then you'll be asking. Weirdly enough, you're gonna say, "Where's more?" I know it's odd, but it happens, right, Brandi?
Mhm.
But the great thing is that you don't have to do it all alone, especially if you're doing it with Kona. We have those 21-day programs. We do have our course material you can do at any good dang time you want. Let's say you study at 4 a.m. and then you run across problems or questions you need help with. That's why we have these live sessions. Like tomorrow, we're going to have a Q&A power hour. You can ask anything you want from any of those exams. Brandy's going to help you out. She's licensed in all of them. She took all the tests. She wrote books for most all of them, right? I think the Series 7 is the one you're missing.
Mhm.
And so she knows pretty much dang all the content and what you don't need to know. It's a great source to have. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not understanding that. How can you help me do this? I need help with this. That's what we have those live sessions for. It's more interactive. It's more accessible. What do people like about having a teacher in person? They get to ask questions.
Usually, that's it.
That's usually the main thing. It isn't for them to read the book to them necessarily. It's because they need that interaction. They need that love. They need that help. They need that coaching. They need that accountability. They need someone to say, "You're thinking too much and here's your problem. Now go fix that. And then let's move on." Right. Well, we have that in the live sessions. And if that's not enough, we have tutoring. We have group tutoring where we take tutoring one-on-one sessions and you break it up against amongst other people to keep it nice and affordable. Or if you're that person who can't afford the one-on-ones, we have that available too. We have all kinds of different levels. Just go check it out what we have available on the Patreon, on our membership. Scan the QR code, hit the links. We got books for sale, SIE 663 2665. We have the Kona community on the Discord, so you can make new friends and even study with them. Scan the QR code, hit the links. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I've already said it. Can't say it enough. Q&A Power Hour tomorrow. Check it out, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. Anything you want people to be prepared for?
No, we're good.
You're distracted by you. Small group tutoring. We have that. We already talked about small group tutoring. It is simply just tutoring amongst a bunch, I want to say a bunch, like 5 people, right?
Yeah, like 5 or 6.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then they break the cost down so you don't have to take all the cost of a one-on-one session. And you get 2 of those a week. And this is the last one of this week because we have another one on Monday.
Yeah.
All right. So be there, join in, members, check your email. It's already there.
Yeah.
If it's not, it'll be out there in a minute. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Brandi, 6 in a row. Anything you want to line this up with? I already kind of went over it, but what do you want to say?
6 in a row. So 6 in a row means that I always go techniques first. I always try to find the techniques first, which is what we do on Tuesdays, right? And then I go in with plain meaning of words. This is what we do on Mondays on the Studying Brew. And then if I have to, a dash of content. Simply put, a little bit of content. So I basically am using all the things that we teach you guys on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I back it up with a little bit of simplicity, surface level
Can't make it any easier.
content. Okay?
Right.
Okay. And he's right. Look, I do 1 through 6. Okay, so here's the thing. Look at this. This starts off with numbers. Roman numerals out the gate. What the heck, right? So the first thing I do is I look at here and I just go, I'm going to pick two. I get to pick two. That's it. Once you know how many you're going to pick from, it's easier to kind of dissect the words
Right.
on the screen.
You know, if you can eliminate one, then you can eliminate pretty much two of them. Usually, you can really zero it in. You get down to a 50-50 sometimes.
Exactly. So I looked at this, and at first it looks all the same, but then you see a customer and a customer and a consumer and a consumer. Now I'm going to be real with you. This is a question that I have a history with. So I answered this question based on my history because I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Okay. So anyways, we got a customer has, let me get a different color here. We have a customer has an ongoing relationship with the company, or a consumer performs a one-time transaction, and then we have that one-time transaction, and then we have the ongoing relationship. Now, here's where I said to you guys, this question I have a history with. Now, I would think that a consumer is a person that's an ongoing relationship. Like a customer comes into your store, they do a business, they do some business with you, they walk out. That's what I feel like a customer is, right?
Okay.
And that a consumer is one that consumes your services. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
If I have to figure out a difference between a customer and a consumer, that's where my thought goes. Consumer, consistent. Exactly. But you know what? Wrong. It's wrong. And this is why I had this question stuck with me, because I was like, what? The answer is actually a customer is an ongoing and a consumer is a one time. Now, look, the reason why I brought this up, this question, one, it was
One,
stuck
if
with
that
me.
makes no sense to anybody on how that works, and if you're giving it a hum, write that down on a 3x5, and I would just put that in your brain as is. Like, don't try to dissect it, just memorize it. Don't say, oh, well, but why? Who cares? Just know that relationship. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't try to make sense of it.
No. And that's what I'm trying to say, guys, is I remember this because I was wrong the first time I saw it. Does that make sense? Because I did exactly what you guys did in there and in the chat and literally went, that makes no sense.
Well, when you were explaining how you were looking at it made no sense to me at all. To be honest with you, and that's nothing against you. It's just not making sense to me because I don't know how I would make sense of it, to be honest. So I'm just seeing it as like somebody, and I would just go, like you just said, I remembered it, and that's how I'd remember it.
Yeah, I remembered it because it doesn't make sense to me.
I would make no rhyme and reason of it. I would just remember it. That's what it is. That's how they want us to know it. That's how I'll remember it forever.
Right. Exactly. All right. Broker call, discount, federal funds, prime. So this one I looked at, these are all rates, right? These are all rates. Broker call, right? We know is bank to broker dealer. This is where the little bit of surface level content comes in. Discount is fed to bank because we get a discount if we go right to the source. Federal funds is weird because there's no mention of feds in the bank to bank. And then prime is bank to corporation. So do you guys see that for the first two questions, I simply remember the content because it's backwards or because it's weird. Maybe that's how I should say it. I remember the content because it's weird. Okay.
By the way, if someone's like taking screenshots of this because you're like, "Ooh, I love this. I remember it." That's awesome. But you're gonna remember it better. These kind of like what do I want to say? These relations if you write it down.
Yes.
How those are. And if you're like, I don't feel like writing it down, scan the QR code, get the book. It's in the book, just like this.
QR code. Okay. So the question says the Fed sets which one of these rates? How about the one
I would say the federal funds.
that starts with the Fed?
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Mm-hmm. 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 That's it. Remember the surface level content, Fed, Fed. Again, it's one of those ones that you remember because it messes with your brain.
See, I would have got it wrong, but then I would have went back and say, why did I get it wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh,
Oh,
that was simple.
exactly.
I even said it just now. I went, oh.
A, double B, triple B.
You know what I know?
What?
Double A is the best.
Of this list,
Yes.
yes, this is the highest.
That's the better of them. Triple B must be the worst.
This is the lowest.
Oh, guess not.
Well, because it's a
Oh, I see what you're
a
saying there.
a.
Okay, got you. Got you. Got it. Say less. We're good.
Okay.
So then the third highest would be D
Of this list.
of this list. Yes.
It's the lowest investment grade rating. The lowest investment grade rating.
Double B.
Look at this. Even in something that's a rating and not numbers, we could still use the third highest. Boom. I love it. Okay.
Wait,
What?
lowest investment grade debt rating? Wouldn't that be a BB?
This is investment grade.
Oh.
This
All
is
right. See, I ask all the questions that are dumb for everyone. I did it.
dun, 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 dun.
See, I'm not afraid to do it. Now I get it. I get what you're saying now. Got it. I need a lot.
Yeah. The lowest of the good.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Lots of words. So I said options clearing corporation, registered options principal, the registered rep should, the registered rep should. Ooh. Ding, ding, ding. These two are similar, right? So I'm going to go cross and cross because of the first few words.
Apparently, my question registered with a lot of people.
Yes. So I have determine the suitability or provide the options disclosure.
So, determine and provide are really vastly different.
Exactly.
Determining suitability sounds great,
Right.
but so does providing customer with options.
Now, look, I'm going to be real with you guys. I went back and forth between this question
I could see that.
because I'm like, when I read the question and it says the first step to accommodate the request. So
Got it.
your client asks you, hey, I want to trade options. So what do you do first?
Well, when I see accommodate, that means they already have a mind made up kind of thing, and I just need to provide them with options.
The disclosure document.
Yeah.
Right. So
Was I wrong?
that's what I said. I'm going to be legitimately honest with you guys. I was like, well, if you're asking about options, I should disclose it first before I even do the. What if you read the disclosure document and you're like, never mind? That's my thought process.
But I'm seeing what you're getting at is that you need to determine if they're even suitable
Exactly.
and let them know that they're suitable first.
Exactly.
So that's like the first step.
Yeah. So first determine the suitability and then give them the options disclosure document.
So go to the last question one more time, just for something simple. This one we missed because it said lowest investment grade, because none of us were thinking the lowest investment grade, meaning it's still an investment grade, which was the triple B. The investment grade, the lowest investment grade was the keywords.
Mm-hmm.
And all of us were thinking BB because we were thinking lower, not really understanding the keyword of that. Go to the next question. And this one we got wrong because of the first step is always suitability. And right? Another words, another keyword thing.
I mean, I
It's like one of those tricky slow down and look at what you're looking at.
yeah, because honestly, you guys are going to see in my results, I picked D. I did pick D because I was like, and that was because I put too much emotion into it. Because I said, bro, I'm going to make you read this disclosure document before I even have to do any work. Emotion.
Got you.
Somebody said, I want to do options. Then I'm going to say, well, let me even see if you're suitable for it. And then if I say, okay, you're suitable for it, here's the disclosure document.
Joanna was for suitability.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Denise is all, they wouldn't need the disclosure document if it wasn't suitable.
Yeah, why am I
Yeah.
giving you a bunch of paperwork that you're not even suitable for?
And I'm gonna be real. I was talking with the kids. Like I was super distracted in this quiz. You're gonna see that my time was even slower.
There's a lot going on in
That
this house.
yes. So I was kind of half in.
It was a big day for us.
I was half in. Okay. Um, so this one I have monetary policy, fiscal policy, fiscal policy. So I did this quick note over to my side and I went monetary
Money.
is money, and that is the Federal Reserve Board. And then fiscal
Is that government?
is government and president.
It's like
And
we're going through it right now.
that's for taxes. Yeah. Except for
Yeah.
never mind. So that's what I saw, right? So monetary, money, Federal Reserve Board, these are very simple key connections.
Got you.
Okay. So all I did now was just match that up, right? So monetary policy, Federal Reserve Board, check. Engages in money supply, check.
That means B is wrong.
So just to confirm, because I was like, ooh, that's the right answer, right? Monetary policy refers to the actions that Congress, nope, you're out. Fiscal governmental budget decisions, yep. Federal Reserve Board,
Nope.
no. Fiscal policies, action taken by the president and Congress, yep. Regulate the amount of money consumers will be, no. So do you guys see what we just did there? I literally just went through it, check, 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 no. Do you see what I'm saying? So I didn't take it as a full sentence and try to understand what the sentence was. I literally just took it, check, check, check. That's it. That's how I would have done it on, like, if I was mapping.
I almost want to say it's like the ingredients of something like let's just keep it simple like a taco.
Right.
We were looking for a taco ingredients. Does it meet all the ingredients of what would be in a taco?
Like that.
I mean, we could get into it. Some people put sour cream in there and it's nasty.
Yeah. Exactly.
But that's just a personal opinion.
So I can tell you that because there were 3 not right statements, A is the answer, and I didn't even have to look at the question.
I like to bring it back to food.
Yeah. This is looking, not reading. Okay. Reinvestment risk, financial risk, market risk, currency risk.
We love these risk questions, don't we?
Right. We know that currency is foreign, any type of foreign investing. Market risk is the whole
The
thing.
whole market, the whole mini mall.
Financial risk is the same thing as default, which is the same thing as credit. And reinvesting, we know, is again.
Again.
And for some strange reason, it's related to calls. Content wise, study guides. Got you.
Found in the study guide. You want to know why? Study guide.
Right. So, question says call risk.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. That's it.
Tonight was a lesson as to why you need our book. Because so many times you read that giant book and you're going through the content, you're missing the key things that go together and you're getting confused. This is so simple. How many people were just like, oh, this is so easy because Brandi just put those key things together. They go together like peanut butter jelly. It was easy for me to see the sandwich. I just picked it. That's what we're trying to say there. Not your best score.
I only missed that one that I told you guys I missed.
15 seconds on the 6.
I was honest with you guys. And that's including the screenshot. So that's from hitting the screen.
Still 2 minutes and 30 seconds, though.
The question popping up, screenshot, save, answer the question.
So if you had 4 more to go, you would have definitely hit the mark of getting it in 10 minutes and 10 questions.
I would have probably got it done in less than 5 minutes. But so you guys see, and then I did admit, I was
to
like,
the bathroom, came back.
guys, I'm not lying. I was like, man, I don't want to put my results up because I missed one. But I was like, it was an honest mistake. I think if you pick D, like you're not that far off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It like I feel like that's an acceptable, like, okay, suitability before disclosure. Got you. You know what I mean?
It's a hindsight
I feel like it's a
2020.
difference thing.
Well, I think it's a hindsight 2020. I think what they're trying to say is suitability always.
Yeah.
But as well, we always say, real exams aren't worded like that. It's not going to be that. It's just going to be the simple keywords connecting. As always, that's why you want to also know these keywords, these key things that we wrote down tonight, those relationships that those words go together. You want to know those backwards and forwards, forwards and backwards. You want to know it like you know maybe better than you know the alphabet. Always know those relationships and how they go together because no matter how long the question is, how short the question is, how weird the question is written, it doesn't matter because those things never change in relationship. They don't change. It doesn't matter. It just is what it is. Bless you. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it is. It doesn't matter how not in any way does it make any sense at all. Like that first question she threw up there, consumer and customer. Who? What? I don't know why that even is.
Why?
I don't even know why.
Why?
Who cares? It just goes together. I don't know why. It just goes. And that's it. Memorize that.
Yeah.
Don't memorize. Don't try to master these questions. Even if you got it wrong, know why you got it wrong, what relationships you got wrong. And then also, did you read too fast? Could you have gotten it right if you just slowed down a little bit?
Very common.
If you wrote it down, if you looked at the answers first instead of trying to do the old same old same old. Take that into account. Go get yourself a quiz right now. We'll see you tomorrow. Have questions ready, members. We got that Q&A power hour tomorrow. Anything goes. Brandi's ready for it. Bring it on. She's excited about it. And sometimes she goes a little longer. Yeah?
I can't go a little longer tomorrow, though, because small group.
Oh, well, we'll go a little longer, but just for the people in the small group, though.
Yeah.
That's how that goes. So if you're in the small group, you're in luck. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night. And tomorrow we will have the Studying Brew. We are back on a Thursday. Haven't been there, but now we are.
Yes. All right. Thank you all so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you. Practice techniques in your quizzes. We will see you all tomorrow. Have a great one.